This one is crazy. On March 18, 2020, the Elpaso County Sheriff's Office was contacted by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office, stating they responded to a call of a deceased juvenile male in Pace, Florida. An autopsy was performed by the District 1 medical examiner, and the deceased male has been tentatively identified as Gannon Stauch. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the friends and family of Gannon. If anyone saw Letitia Stauch in Pace or Pensacola, Florida during the time frame of February 3 through 5, 2020, we are asking you call the El Paso County Sheriff's Office tip line at 719-520-6666 or email tips@elpasoco.com. There is a gag order in effect for this case and has been attached to this media release along with a mugshot of Letitia Stauch. We would like to thank the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office and the District 1 medical examiner for their invaluable assistance with the case. And that's a media release that came out today. It came out about 12 o'clock to everybody. This is what everybody wanted. And kicked myself out of my own live video. Sorry about that, guys. There's a couple of things that could have happened. They're asking to see if anyone saw her there. This would have been February 3 through the 5th. So they obviously followed some. This wasn't a tip that was brought in because of evidence. This was a tip that came in because they found Gannon. So understand that this isn't something that this isn't something that they tracked down. This was a tip that literally came in the day that I was at Gannon's memorial on March 18, 2020. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. I went to Gannon's memorial on March 18th. I talked to Gannon. I said it out loud. I said, Gannon, you've touched the world. It's crazy. So this tip came in from Florida because they found a juvenile. They ran an autopsy, and they're saying tentatively because they have to have someone come and fully identify. They have to have someone lay eyes that can identify Gannon. But they have enough information that's been provided by law enforcement to be able to say something, you know. And so my phone is blowing up. Oh my goodness. I think there's a possibility that Tisha may have had help. We do know that law enforcement knew she went back to South Carolina. We know that law enforcement would have known the route, would have been able to track the GPS on a rental car. But they're not asking if you saw a rental car or a certain vehicle. They're asking if you saw Letitia in and around Pensacola. This didn't come in from a tip. This came in from a call from another sheriff's office who found Gannon, performed a tentative autopsy, and then contacted the sheriff's department with this information. This information only came in, according to the sheriff's department, on March 18th. That was 2 days ago, the day that we went and did the drive to the memorial to pick up bracelets for G-Man. Golly, man. Like for me, that I know that that's weird for you guys. I know that like, oh, it's just coincidence. It's not. Not for me, it's not. Not for the reasons I went. You know, I don't talk about that stuff, but it's not coincidence for me. It might just be a coincidence in your eyes that I went to the memorial, went and picked up bracelets, but that didn't just happen. There were things that led me to do that. Golly. We are all connected. We are all connected. We're all connected through a lot of things now. This particular case has connected us. The world that's happening and unfolding in front of us has connected us deeper. But today, as news around the world breaks that they found Gannon, we are all connected. And when you take a moment and you pray for the family, when you pray for Landon and Al and the people that have flesh and blood that have been affected by Gannon, been related to Gannon, you are connected. You are connected. Trust me, you are connected. No. They everybody's texting me. Michael, you were there. I was not there. I was at the memorial on the 18th. We were praying for Gannon and Gannon's family. I talked to Gannon in a prayer, then I'd never done that. I don't have the virus, but I ain't gonna say I haven't been crying. What do you guys think? If you got my phone number and you want to say something, you can call in. I'm gonna keep the phone call short. I'm not gonna get into huge discussions. But if you got my phone number, you can call in. I know a lot of you have called me this morning after this started to break. Oh, golly. People are asking why they would use the word tentative. There's a number of reasons they could use it. Tentative could be that they don't have anybody that has positively identified Gannon. It could be that they don't have DNA results. Could be a number of reasons. They're not spreading this out there to throw someone off. They're not spreading this out there as a rumor. Has the family been notified? Absolutely. The family's been notified. They were notified before the press release came out. Okay. So they were probably notified on the 18th and very likely could be on their way there. So the family has been notified. There's no doubt. Everybody wants to know how, why, when. We know that they were looking into her from the start, but we also know that they didn't have any hint that this was coming, right? They may have been following tips all along the way, the travel route that she made, but they didn't have, it wasn't like they went there with an expectation of knowing something because there were so many places along the way. This tip was come in from the actual sheriff's department. So this is a 1 in a million. This is a chance that this came in during this virus thing. This came in during this weirdness that's going on in our country. This is not just because of a tip. This is supernatural shit. This is supernatural stuff that sometimes moves. And so knowing that on the 18th, I was focused. I was focused on Gannon. I woke up with an intention and an intuition to be focused on Gannon on the 18th. Went to his memorial, picked up bracelets, talked to people about Gannon. And I'm not by any means saying that I had anything to do with this coming forward, but you might have. The power of prayer is a very powerful thing that moves entire things in the supernatural. And I never, ever have prayed to Gannon. And that day at the memorial, I said, Gannon, if you're watching, you've touched a world. And Gannon was found on the 18th. It's just a hindsight look for me. You don't have to believe a damn thing I'm saying. For me, it's such a build of faith. It's like such a build of, damn, I don't know what you're tapped into, but Father, thank you. Thank you for waking me up with an intention to pray on the 18th. Thank you for Gannon being found on the 18th. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Thank you for making that happen. Because this wasn't law enforcement. This wasn't them hunting the body down to Florida. This is something different. Somebody, I don't know the circumstances behind how the body was found. I don't know what drive them to where they found this. I don't know that information. We will know that information. We will find out. But I know one thing. On the 18th, I was at Gannon Memorial, right there at Lorson Ranch, praying to Gannon, praying for his family. So I didn't wake up and want to just do that. So this is awesome. It's an incredible answer for me. It should be an incredible answer for you. And now let's just let they got, this is good. This is very, 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 very good for the investigation against Tisha Stauch. This is very, very good. This is very, very good. They will be able to tell. They will know things. They will understand. This is a good thing. This is good news. This is good news. Oh, I don't know. This is a good question, P.S. How could she possibly move him if she was being watched by law enforcement? It's a very good question. My freaking phone is blowing up. I like when people are. I like people that they live me other people's YouTubes of them talking about this. I'm like, y'all must not be getting notifications from Dad with a phone. So Gannon was officially announced missing on January 27th. There were people looking for him the evening of the 26th. His body was found in Florida on the 18th. They're asking for anyone who may have seen Letitia Stauch in or around Pensacola on February 3rd through the 5th. She gonna get busted. They're gonna bury her. If she had help, that information's gonna come out. If she didn't have help, there's gonna be video surveillance that shows up of her in and around Pensacola on February 3rd through the 5th. He'll come back. No, I just keep pushing the wrong button. I'm kind of jacked right now. The text messages that people are sending me right now. Somebody's calling in. You're live with Dad with the phone.
Hello.
Hello.
Do I? This is Robin. Wanting to be sure you got my message
About
Gannon, his remains being found.
Yeah, you're actually live on a live video right now. I've been talking about
I'm
it.
sorry.
I know it's no problem. It's no problem. I've been talking about it for the last hour. Yeah, so it's not
Oh,
or the
I
last
missed it.
30 minutes. But yeah, you got to get them notifications. You got to push notifications on those YouTube videos so you know when I go live.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye bye. Oh, it's fun for people. Here I am. No. Look at this. Just they continue to come in. Just text messages. Lots and lots of text. Those are all text messages I haven't read yet. Just tons of them. Fox 21. Sam's paying attention. We just need to keep the family in our prayers. This is all good for the investigation. Every bit of this is. This isn't like a loophole. This isn't something that they're going to use to throw off the investigation. This may bring more people to justice. There may be evidence that more people are involved. But this is a good thing for the investigation into what happened to Gannon. So this is like a journey for justice, okay? And so sometimes these journeys take us down roads and places we never thought and we haven't even speculated about. And the evidence and the investigators, they don't want to be licked. These guys don't want to be licked. They don't want to have to answer to you. They don't want to have to answer to the public to why they couldn't bring justice in Gannon's case. And so this is one that they got thrown. This is somebody threw them a bone. You know, we know that they weren't searching all over Florida for Gannon. This was something that came to them. This is a bone. Somebody threw them a bone, whether it be from the father or whether it be from a tip that went into that sheriff's department that led them to that juvenile. Whatever it is, this is all good. Take a deep breath. We can take a deep breath. We can understand that they're going to have answers to how and why and what happened. They're going to have more answers. This is going to help them with their answers to put together the pieces. And so it's a justice journey. It's a journey for justice. And if we want justice in Gannon's case, this needed to happen. This had to happen. Just last night, man, I was worried. Just last night. You can go back and listen to last night's video. I'm praying for him on the 18th. I'm talking to him on the 18th. I felt like I was talking to him at his memorial. You can go listen to it for yourself. It's not something that you can make up. What you don't know is what woke me up to make me do all that. But like I felt like I was talking to Gannon on the 18th at his memorial, and to get this news today, man, I just want to leap for joy. I know that sounds weird, right? I know that sounds something weird. I want to pray for the family. I want to keep the family in our thoughts and our prayers, but something inside me wants to be excited because this was an extra. This was a bone that was thrown law enforcement. This is something that came to them outside of the normal tip. And so I'm excited for where they're going to use this, how they're going to use this to get the people that are responsible in Gannon's death. And so it's crazy. Somebody's calling from Washington. You're live with Dad with the phone.
Hi, Dad with the phone. This is Robin.
Another Robin?
I'm from, yes.
Nice.
I was wondering, would this affect the way that the trials and how court's going to be now that they found him?
It's not going to change anything as far as scheduling of anything. Yeah, it's not going to change anything. The only thing it may do is it may put pressure on T-Bag to either plead guilty for some sort of lesser time or just to plead guilty and not go to trial. But if in fact she's guilty of this, then there's no doubt that this isn't part of her plan. And so this is not going to affect the dates or the times or how the court system is going to work. This is just part of the investigation, a big key evidence in the investigation. So it's not going to affect the timeline. As a matter of fact, I mean, everybody can pretty much expect the timeline to be postponed due to the other stuff going on in the country, due to the virus in the country. So this isn't going to speed anything up. So.
Okay, and I have another question.
Okay.
With the coronavirus going around, is this going to affect Al and Landon going to Florida and identifying him?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have a feeling that if they are going to go down there to identify him, it's only going to be because there's some. I think they've already. I think tentatively the reason why that was released tentatively was because um, they haven't got DNA results back. I just don't. I think that if they're going to go down there and identify him there, or if they'll bring them back to Colorado, if they get test results back that are positive, and so they're going to have all of that information. Like they probably got a full DNA markup on Gannon already, just using stuff from his room or whatever, and so.
Right.
I think the DNA test is what they're probably waiting for, and then they're going to do some sort of live press conference. But will it affect them traveling? I mean, it's affecting everyone now, so it'll just be kind of a waiting game to see what happens. I did just receive. I texted Landon before I went live. And I did receive a text back from her, just thanking me for prayers. I said we're praying for you today, and she thanked me for those. And so, I have no doubt that the family is in the middle of this. They were probably in the middle of this yesterday, and so,
Right.
yeah. Will the virus affect them? It's affecting everything. So, but we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, thank you. Oh, somebody just called me and then texted me. I'm just trying to see who it is. These people got to tune in. They're sitting here texting me about it while I'm live. Oh. Oh, God. People texting just saying they're praying in support. So there's there's gonna be a lot more information come out in the next couple of days. You guys, they're not gonna let this just go to the wayside. They're gonna clarify stuff. So oh man, it's gotta be just heartbreaking. There's quite a few news organizations that look like they're dropping stuff right now. Yeah, this was dropped at 12:30, so 15 minutes ago. Elpaso County Sheriff's Office announced Friday that human remains found in Florida were tentatively identified as 11-year-old Gannon Stauch. The Sheriff's Office said they received a call on Wednesday from the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office in Pace, Florida. Let me pull up where that is. It's somewhere around. It's just a little bitty old sheriff's department. Let's go here and pull up the screen so you can see where this is at. So this is Pace, Florida. It's literally across the bay from Pensacola. It's right on I-10, so it's right off of I-10. They said the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Department. So there's no telling. I don't know. It looks like this is the river right here. What river is that? Yeah, it's a bay, so it's just this Samson River. There's a bridge, and then there's Pace right here. So between this, I mean, there is a possibility that this is the area, if you were gonna dump a body and you wanted to throw it off a bridge, you were driving over a bridge in the middle of the night. This could be where, because they're asking for information between if you saw her anywhere from Pace to Pensacola, which is right here. And then there's this highway goes right through this kind of marsh, right from Pensacola. Golly. Just so you guys, or, this would be a different bridge, but if you were trying to stay off the main highway and you wanted to go through there, this probably isn't as used as this Interstate 10 bridge here. So, oh God, who knows? We'll find more information out. More information will come in over the next couple of days, and we'll get some more information. Oh, jeez. If you want to call in and you want to you say anything about this, you can call the number at the bottom of the screen. I have no doubt that the family will watch some of this. So if you want to say anything to them or say a prayer, whatever you want to do, you can call that number. That's me. You will be live. I know a lot of people have been texting me and a lot of people have been calling me. But I know that people want to grieve and say things. And so if you have something you want to say, you can do that. Right now, we're just kind of talking about what's happened. Today was released that the Sheriff's Department got a tip on the 18th, March 18th, from the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Department in Florida, Pace, Florida, just outside of Pensacola. They had a juvenile body that they had found. They had done an autopsy on the body and had initially tentatively identified it as Gannon Stauch. I'm pretty sure I can say that they found Gannon, and we'll be getting more information as it comes out. We found out about this right around 12 o'clock. So that press briefing must have gone out, and somebody forwarded it to me because I got that, but then I got a phone call from someone. And as soon as I got the phone call, I knew that the information was either already out or about to be out. And so I saw a tweet and I was like, okay, I don't have to be the first one to talk about this. And so, I was just kind of going through the emotions of it. This is kind of emotional for me because on March 18th, I felt like I needed to focus on Gannon. So, I guess they're saying that everybody's texting me. I guess there's information saying that they found him in or around a bridge where there was some construction work going on. He may have been found by construction workers. which makes sense because Florida and the whole country on the 18th was starting to shut down or had already been shut down. And so construction workers were still out working. Things were going. It looks like there's a couple of bridges around that area. We just pulled up on Google. And so if in fact they did find him on or around this bridge, or construction happening on this bridge, it very likely could be that she tried to throw him off a bridge or in the woods here. These aren't really bridges. These are like land bridges over the swamps. So somebody's calling from Bryan, Texas. My phone is blowing up right now. How's it going? You're live on Dad with a Phone.
Hi, my name is Christy, and I'm from Texas.
Yeah. What's going on?
I am elated that this poor baby has been found, and I pray for his family.
That's awesome. I absolutely know how you feel. Well, thank you.
And it doesn't matter who helped, who did it, and as long as she pays for it.
Absolutely. No, we're all praying for justice in this case for sure.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. I like it when your friends try to break news to you. Michael, they found Gannon. Yeah, I've been going for the last 40 minutes, my man. You should be watching Dad with the Phone. Oh, Lord. My text messages haven't stopped. Somebody's calling from PA. You're live with Dad with the Phone. Hello?
Hello. Hi, D-Bob.
How are you doing?
Classy.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Isn't such good news, huh?
Yeah.
It is good news, and it isn't. I mean, I wanted to bring up a couple things really quick and some questions in chat really fast. Somebody had asked if her sister was arrested in Florida, if we remember that. Through the news.
Well, at this time, they haven't made any announcement about anyone else being arrested. They didn't, that doesn't mean they are not going to, with this kind of evidence coming in, there's a big possibility that they're going to find other evidence, DNA evidence. They're going to have video. They're going to start focusing video search and video surveillance, looking for information. And so at this time, though, I don't know if they haven't said anyone else has been arrested. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it is a wonderful thing that they found him. We've been praying, all of us, and I want to thank you especially because you've been following this so closely. And I pray, Landon and Al will have some full peace right now, and that we all pray that complete justice is done, and they find out if there was anyone else involved, and they really. Like I said, put full justice through for Gannon.
Absolutely.
And can I say a quick prayer?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Dear Father, we come together today to thank you for answering our prayers and bringing Gannon home. You are wonderful. You hear our prayers. We love you, and we ask that you comfort Gannon's parents, his family, his friends, and all who have loved him. He will remain in our hearts forever. God bless you, Gannon. God bless you, buddy. Amen.
Amen. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for taking my call, and thank everybody who has prayed, and we're going to keep fighting for this, for justice for this little boy. And, I think that's all we can do. Like candles, I can't wait till this trial comes up and watch her go to prison for the rest of her life. I hate to say that, but I mean, he needs justice. They need justice. This was uncalled for, and it was heartbreaking for so many of us. I mean, anyone who can hurt a child, there's something drastically wrong with. So we just keep praying and fighting for this justice for this little boy.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. You're live with Dad with a phone.
Hey, Dad, with the phone.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey, my question to you, I've been following you all along, is I live here in Highlands Ranch. Now that they've found this precious little boy, do you believe that she will come up and come clean and confess that she did what she did?
I don't know. This brings in a lot of info. They're going to have to, a lot of people think it'll bring some sort of doubt, right? Or it could bring some sort of new evidence that says someone helped her or that she actually did this, because now they have, it looks like they have some focus time, like they're trying to narrow it down to a certain time frame. And so if they're able to put her in that vicinity or somehow show that she went through there, maybe they knew she went through there. They just didn't check. They haven't been able to check everywhere, right? Or through the country. And so this could connect dots with other information because they're looking for eyewitnesses now, like that announcement, hey, if anybody saw her here, which they may have some sort of GPS tracking that put her through there. They just didn't know. And so we don't know all the evidence they have, but I don't know if it's going to drive her to a confession or it could, like I said, it could scare her enough that now they start putting pieces together that change the game. And so we'll see. I think it'll unfold in front of us for sure.
Right. One more thing. To me, I've either got two scenarios. She would have had to have help with, I believe her family may be involved in it, or she would have had to, don't you think, hidden him somewhere and then picked him up on her way out? I would have never thought they would have found him way in Florida. I've been praying for him daily.
Yeah, well, we do know that she traveled to South Carolina. So depending on the way she went to South Carolina, she could have done this on her way there. I also believe that they were watching her pretty closely, but I don't know if they literally followed her on her trip there or if they just had her cell phone info or her pings or whatever. So, no, I think that this opens an entirely new area of what actually happened and speculation because this is 3 or 4 or 5. So she was back here. Like they issued a warrant they issued a seal on February 28th. This is January 27th. They're asking for February. So, I don't know when she actually traveled to South Carolina. So, and I don't know if she drove or if she flew, but we do know she went back to South Carolina, but we don't know exactly where and how she got there. We can only speculate on that. And so, if in fact she drove, I don't know how far that is. It's got to be it's way more than 900 miles. And so I don't think she drove there in the rental car. I think that this could indicate someone helped her. It could indicate a lot of things. It does open it up because we're all like Florida, her sister's down there or whatever. But I think I would be careful at pointing at other family members, but I also would say family members are more likely to help you than total strangers, you know, and so
Exactly.
you know, there is a possibility that this does indicate somebody else helped. And I can guarantee you that law enforcement is on top of that and looking at cell phone records and all of that stuff. And so if it comes out that someone else helped, I think we'll find out soon. I think that they're going to make an announcement either today or tomorrow. I think they're going to do a live video press conference. I'm already hearing that they're going to do a live video press conference, and so we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I appreciate you taking my call and keep up the work that you do, and God bless you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We do have some people that are texting me, you know, letting me know that, hey, listen, this doesn't mean she did this. So it looks like on or around about a month ago, Tisha made a post on Facebook to Frontier Airlines that said she applied for Denver and for Florida. So she may have been doing something down there too. Hey, you're live with Dad with the phone. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're live with Dad with the phone.
Hi, Dad. I need to mute here, I think.
Yeah, you need to mute the YouTube.
God.
What's
Got it.
going on?
Well, I'm like everybody else, I'm heartbroken and so relieved that Gannon's been finally found. But I wondered if I might share a prayer that had been given to me by a pastor when I went through my own great loss recently.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was beautiful. I hope that it will comfort Al and Landon and family. But it's simply called Be at Peace. It says, do not look forward in fear to the changes in life. Rather, look to them with full hope as they arise. God, whose very own you are, will deliver you from under. I might share a prayer that has been given to me by a pastor. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't have those muted. I apologize.
No worries.
God, okay. God has kept you until now, and He will lead you safely through all things. And when you cannot stand, God will carry you in His arms. Do not fear what may happen tomorrow, because the same everlasting Father who cares for you today will take care of you then and every day. He will either shield you from suffering, or He will give unfailing strength to bear it. So be at peace and put aside all anxious thoughts and imaginations. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing what you come across. I followed it every day. No idea what to think about any of it. It's just unbelievably awful. I've had a gut feeling that when she was at Petco and was nervously watching out the front window, that there was a transfer made then that's been in my mind ever since the word was out. And I wonder if that happened right then and there and just proceeded on. She's been pretty quiet. For a gal who likes to talk a lot, she's been awfully quiet.
Yeah.
So anyway, I appreciate all that you have done, and I'm with everybody else. My heart is broken, and I just wish the best for everyone. So thank you for taking my call.
No problem. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
So on the screen right now, what you're seeing right around this Live Oak Point area is, I guess, where I've actually just got some pictures emailed to me from somebody, I guess, that is right around there, or maybe a news organization. But I guess somewhere right around here, there's some construction going on now. Where we see water and stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean that there is water there. we'll jump down here on Street View and see if it changes, because sometimes this one's for sure got water, because this is right on the bay. So boom. There's a couple other bridges up here. Let's go up here. Travel up here. Will it let me? Exit. I just want to drop. I guess right in here somewhere is where they said there's some construction going, but these could be from years ago, but could be like right in this area down here, because they said they found him under a bridge where some construction was going. So there's no telling when or how. It could be something where they threw him into the bay and he washed up here. So it could be any one of 100 different scenarios, but this is kind of the area where they're saying this went, where they found him. I don't have, which is right off the interstate, and it's kind of just south of where this Pace town is. So I thought maybe it was on this bridge 90 here, but there's some information I'm having come in says it's on Interstate 10, but I don't know. I would have thought it would have been on this bridge, since it was this sheriff's department that contacted. So until I get more information, I can't really give 100% on exactly, but it could be this area or it could be on Interstate 10. I need to wait and see if there's any boots on the ground there that I can talk to. If you live in or around this area and you watching Dad with a phone, you need to give me a call. Oh, Father. Receiving a bunch of text messages. Well, that's not Interstate 10. Tell her sheriff's having a meeting right now. Gonna lock us all down. Jeez. So here's some pictures. Oh, let's see if I can email these to myself. Okay, let me edit. Save. So I guess this is some pictures of right now. See if I can get this pulled up on my computer so I can show these to you. Come on, dang it. I'm trying to get these so I can show you guys. From this area, and then we'll see if we can find the exact area. All right. Email. The real dad. What's my email address? The real dad with a phone. Let me pull this up now and I'll show you a picture right where I believe they found Gannon. And what we're getting from the interweb. Oh, gosh. Michael Dalton. So I'll pull this up here. So this is a picture, I believe, right there on Highway 10 where, so it looks like, let's go back to, I just want to go back to Pensacola. Pace. If that's If it's highway, if it's Interstate 10 and they're there. No, I think this is the other one. I don't think it's Interstate 10. I think it's 90. That picture looks like it's from 90. Oh no. Oh no, it could be 10. It just looks like it might be. It's just along the way there, huh? It is 90. Yeah, it's Highway 90. That's what I thought. So this right off this road right here. I think it's right there. I think it's right where I was pointing earlier. Yeah, that's Highway 90 for sure. Man. Yeah, near Escamilla River Bridge. Yeah. So that's Highway 90 there. Oh, Father. Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off here and I'm gonna contact some people that have been texting me. Thanks for watching Dad with the Phone. Like I said, this is kind of an ongoing info coming. So I'll be back live sometime today to do more about this, to talk more about the information we know. If I can find out any information, make sure to follow me on the links below. If you want to throw some money in the bucket, you can do that at the bottom of the screen. We'll be back today. Obviously, big break in the Gannon Stauch case. We're excited for the family. This is going to bring closure. As much as we sit back and this is sad, this is what we wanted. This is what we've been praying for. This is what we've been wanting to happen. We would have all loved for Gannon to come home alive, but once we knew something had gone down, we were all wanting this. And even though as hard as it is, this is a very good thing for the investigation. This is a very good thing for justice. And I am never going to forget that the day Gannon was found, we were praying at his memorial. And actually, for me, I spoke out to Gannon, and to find this out, it's a faith builder for me. So you might call me crazy, you may call me whatever, but for me, it's a faith builder. So thanks for watching. We're going to cover this all the way through the trial. If we can go, we'll go. We'll talk to you guys later.